So I had use case number 3, which was to list all available books in the database, and I will just start by showing you the front end actual Windows form that we did, and then I'll go into the code a little bit later. So I'll just click on this, and it just pops up with a list of items that we had that are all the available books. The reason that there are multiple of the SQL for Dummies is because there's two different titles from different authors, and also there's a multiple in the quantity of each of those books as well. So I will go ahead and go to, I think it's Form 3, and this is the design. We just used a list box to do it so we could just list the items out in our code, and it should load when the form loads as well. That's how we put it into our code. So this is where we started. So you can see that we make sure that we have the system.data.SQL client. When we first started a lot of these, we forgot to add that in, and we would just like copy and paste and try to put things together, and it wouldn't really work. There'd be like lines under all of the code, and we didn't know why. So then we went back and realized, oh, we have to make sure we add that in before we can actually start writing from SQL Server. So we put this all in the Form 3 load and a try catch. We declared the OBJ reader and OBJ connection. Right here is how you connect it. We put the catalog is the database in the SQL Server, and then it's local, and then the ID and password is important so that you can get into the code as well. And then the command is where we put actually the query that we were going to use to pull up this information. So select book title, author, content area from title where book title is like. And then we had to open the connection and execute the reader. And then we put a while loop in to actually fetch the data, and that is shown right here. And then finally we had to close the connection at the very end of what we were doing. But basically the while loop will go through each row and read it, and then once there's no rows left within the query, then it will just stop and get out of the loop. And then we put a catch at the end saying message box.show spaghettios if it does not work and goes right past the try. And it should, like I said again, load with the form. And if we were to make any adjustments in the database from a different front-end Windows form, showing what, like someone reserved a book or something, then we could actually show what books were newly available or what books are not available anymore. So this is me getting into SQL Server. We'll just skip forward because it actually took me a few tries. But this is the number available. Actually, I'll go to book really quick because this is the availability. So it's a true false, and you can see by the title ID there's only 6 title IDs represented in there, even though there are 10 books, but there's only 6 titles because some books have the same title from different authors as well, which is why only a few books are listed in our front end database. So that's it.